Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the new MAEL animations we got in Grand Cross. We have the model for MAEL in both the Estarossa haircut, which is pretty cool. I really hope when they release MAEL, they have a haircut that uses the Estarossa version of it, because I think it looks the best on MAEL. And a lot of animations here, including, of course, the Bell Ding Dong version. Let's look at them. I mean, unfortunately, I'm going to say this right now. All of these MAELs I'm going to be showing in this video are characters I don't believe will get units. And it's very unfortunate. I say this because they don't have ults. When we got Estarossa, right? Now, listen, I was talking on that video a lot about, oh, this Estarossa, this is the one's coming in the game. And the other ones we're not going to get. And it's a bit unfortunate. Let me actually show that. We don't have an ultimate animation for this guy. He just does a level 3 attack. Yep, that's just all that happens. That was the ultimate, right? And the one Estarossa that we got from that story chapter was the Estarossa that became a festival unit. And I think next chapter we might get a MAEL that has an ultimate animation, because at the end of this chapter, you know, it's when MAEL turns himself into his normal self. Right? And I think that's the version we're going to end up getting, not, unfortunately, this one or the Bell version, which I still think should, the Bell version of MAEL should become a unit. So these are the animations, similar to that Estarossa. Again, I'm going to keep mentioning Estarossa because it's a very similar situation where I kept saying, okay, this is the one we're going to get. And people are like, oh, we're not going to get this Estarossa in a long time. Berserk Estarossa, we're not going to get him for a long time. And then we got him, right? A little while ago, right? And there's a pretty good chance we're getting MAEL for end of year this year, if not like a few months after end of year. I think under 6 months we might get one. That's very realistic, I think. So we'll see the direction they take. This is one of them. Let me already skip to the Bell version because unfortunately this is like the Estarossa that we got, where it's like, I think it's better for me to show this guy right here. Like, this is a really sick version of Estarossa. Just, they could have easily released this guy as a banner character anytime. Like, they could release this as a side unit on a festival banner, and I'll eat that up. This guy looks sick. He's just regular Estarossa, but he has wings. Like, that's a really cool version. And he has animations for the attacks. Look at that. And I think it's a similar situation. Like, look at that animation, it's good, it's good, it's actually good. Like, they made effort on that. But I don't think he has an ultimate. Or he has, but it's like completely like terrible. The ultimate is horrible. Like, look. Okay, that part's good. But like, then there's like the close-up on... Yeah, that close-up on the character. Wait, they fixed it! It was not... Bro, I swear it was not like that. They fixed it. They fixed it. When this guy launched, that's not how the ultimate animation looked like. Okay, now I'm more excited. We might get this guy one day. Bro, I still think we should get this guy. But again, this is like a version earlier to Berserk Estarossa that we end up not getting because, you know, it's just one of those passing versions that should become characters. And it's the same for the MAELs from story. I hope one day become characters, but I'm not too confident. Then we also got the... this one's so good. Like, the model looks so good as well. Let me get a close-up on that model. The sparkles at the bottom as well. Like, oh, this model looks so good. There's no way they're gonna waste this, right? This has to become a character one day because it just looks so impressive. Like, this would sell. This could be a festival unit. Easily could be a festival unit. And like, people would go, whales would go for 6/6. Everyone would summon. It's just a really sick character. It's one of the best parts in the manga. Like, I think he goes ding dong, ding dong. I think one of the best parts in the manga was this battle between King and MAEL. Probably the second best. I think the #1 fight in the series, in my opinion, was the one versus Assault Meliodas. Unfortunately butchered by the anime, but you know, it was the best. Like, if you read the manga, that was the best. And then this might be the second best. King's Awakening, MAEL's like whole reveal plus, you know, oh, look at that, Scythe. My health. Okay, this is again. He doesn't have an ultimate. He's just like a close up. It's a cool close up, but no ultimate, unfortunately. This has to become a character. Like I'm not very confident that it will be a festival unit. I'm much more confident on the full, complete version of MAEL becoming a I'm just skipping so he'll attacks me and stuff in season missions. We don't have any new characters that we get to use, unfortunately. Just like the boss, right? Let me actually show the other version because he has a different attack on the other fight. Unless I'm incorrect, I believe that this is a different fight, but against the same boss, but a different fight. He has a different attack skill. Yeah, it's a debuff skill. Let's see. He does the bell, I think. Still, no. Yeah, it's like the bomb, boom. Then I think the other one's the bell actually. Oh no, it's two different skills actually. I'm sorry. I forgot. I did this like a few days ago, when it first came out. Right? It's just so good. Like, and like people were saying no, they know what they're doing. Like this is hype. This will be a unit and everything like that. And I hope people are right and I'm wrong, because my belief is that it will not become a character ever. Just like those Asteroses that never became a character. Or they might one day, right? It's not been so long since those characters were in story and stuff like that. They might one day get characters. I really hope they do, because again, like the Asteros I showed, he looks really good. And he doesn't need to be a festival. He could just be like a regular unit, like a regular SSR ticket character, like, you know, those different versions of Tormiel and Sauriel, stuff like that. If this guy doesn't get a festival, which I think he should, again, maybe I'm biased, but I think this guy is festival worthy. He is much more festival worthy than Cusack. Come on, no one's gonna disagree with me on that one. He is much more festival worthy than Cusack. Like, please. If he doesn't get a festival, at least like like a character, like a unit, any unit for him, I would take. Like, just make him a coin shop unit. We haven't had coin shop units in a while. He could be the coin shop version of MAEL. Or Esterosa. He could be a new Esterosa coin shop unit. He could be, again, just a new version of Esterosa. Because I don't know how they would name him. I don't know how it's named here. If it's MAEL or Esterosa. I guess I can check Google Translate. But I'm pretty sure it classifies as a demon. If I close up again. They still classify him as a demon. I think they would still call him Esterosa. And you wouldn't be able to run him with... Oh, no, it's MAEL. Actually, it's called MAEL right here. Oh, that would be sick. Imagine Oh, you wouldn't be able to run them. It's just like Liz and Red Hair Liz. You can't run both in the same team. You still wouldn't be able to run him with Asteros, but who cares? Just let me have him exist. That might also be a reason why they could maybe not release this guy for a while if they were to, because he's a demon and you wouldn't be able to run him with Asteros. I know how the game operates. I don't agree that you shouldn't be able to. I think you should. But it's just how the game operates. That's how, you know. But let me show actually the model for MAEL here. Like the actual character that I think will be this guy. I think this could be end of year. Or maybe again, if not end of year, something else. But I think he's end of year worthy. And if they give him the Esterosa haircut, they'll be sick. That'd be great for goddesses, man. Goddesses, you know, I'm a demon stan. I'm a demon boy. Wait, oh no, I need to actually, it's this one. Okay, an actual like story chapter with proper animations. Sorry, spoilers if you were gonna watch the story through the game. MAEL kills Kelfr's wife. God damn it! Okay, this is it? Bro, I hate these. Just make everything cutscenes, man. Okay, yeah. This model, I think, becomes a festival. And he is end of year worthy. End of year has been for the past 2 years Meliodas. Technically for the past 3 years. 2019 we got Green Demon Meliodas for end of year. But the main star of end of year for 2019, I would say, was Red Escanor. If you play JP back in the day, because Global had not come out in 2019 yet, right? If you played JP back in the day, you will agree with me. It was Red Escanor. He was the star of the end of year banner. Because end of year 2019 was Red Escanor, Green Demon Meliodas, Blue Jericho, and Red Liz. But the main character was Red Escanor. Coin Shop Red Escanor. And then 2020, you know, Assault Melee. 2021, Trader Melee. So the past, technically 3 years have all been Meliodas, but that doesn't mean it has to be a Meliodas, right? We already have the best unit in the game still. Overall best unit in the game is still Trader Meliodas. So we don't need a new one. If we can get a MAEL, that would be like great for Goddesses, because Goddesses have not been... Oh, look at him. Goddesses have not been in a great spotlight for PvP in a while. Like, I'll say Goddess team is pretty it's not terrible. You can actually get pretty high ranked with it still. Oh, the model looks good too. The model looks good. You can still get like Challenger with it, right? But it's not like the best. It's not like Demon level. It's not like Ragnarok level. It's not like Ultra Rush. You know, it's not that. It's not like Bond. So it'd be good for Goddesses. We would still need a 4th. And like, God, if they make MAEL a 4th. But you know, also like, if they just make him an overall great unit for the game, like Trader Meliodas, that'd be great. Because I'd love running him on dogs. I'd love running him on bird. Whatever new PvE activities they release, right? Activities like, you know, even like, what's it called? The final bosses are now hard, right? So activities like that. So let me know what you think of MAEL. Should he be end of year? I think so. I think so. He was an anniversary, which fair enough. Maybe he wasn't meant to be anniversary. Anniversary, making one of the sins is better. And Liz is, I think they really consider her a sin, right? But come on, end of year. Maybe even November, really close. I would love that.